Hey guys, this is Barbecue Boy. Just doing kind of an informal review of a new knife I received the other day. This is made by ML Knives. The maker is Matt. I really don't want to say his last name because I'll just murder it. But my dealings with Matt have been actually really good. I have a lot of fixed blade knives, but Matt has been a pleasure to deal with. Honestly, he's been very attentive to my needs. I haven't spoken to him on the phone. It's been all email exchanges, but tones are kind of hard to tell through email or text. But the tone I picked up from him on his emails have been pretty positive. So let me get to this review. One last thing. If anyone knows the ML Knives, they have a great reputation, and his price points are really strong. He has a great prices on his knives. It did take me about 10 months to get this knife here. With the fire steel loop, the sheath, the knife with the stag handles, I want to say I was under $200, maybe $190 possibly. That's a great value for what you're getting here. The sheath is actually very well made, very sturdy. And what I like is kind of neat. He puts his little maker's mark on there in the year, and made in USA. He really plays the made in the USA up a lot. There's his last name in cursive, I believe. It's a little drop loop. Probably good for a really thick belt. Okay, let me try to get this knife out of here. Well, before I get it out of here, I think I might add a lanyard to this knife. It seats really deep into the sheath, which I do like. It's not going anywhere. I mean, it looks like I think he wet formed it to the sheath, as you can see here. So it's locked in there, nice and smooth, in and out. But I might put that lanyard on there just to kind of give me a little extra something to grab onto. We have 1095 steel here. Nice carbon steel, very tough. Also, the price that I had mentioned also included this jimping here. This is his Kephart model. It is a convex ground. And I really like this ground. It is a little uneven. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Right there, right above that rub mark, the bevel gets a little shallow. But towards the tip, you can see he really brought that grind kind of deep, which I do like because that should be good for drilling, which I have not done. I haven't done a whole lot with this knife yet. I just kind of went out in the backyard, grabbed some sticks, and just started going to town on them, and it really bit well. This knife, again, I don't have the specs on it as far as how thick the spine is, how thick the edge is behind the bevel there. One thing I will say I was a little concerned with when I got this knife was that the handle, being stag, is it's not going to be consistent. But you can see here along the spine where it's really thick on this side of the spine versus the other side. It's like, wow, that's really going to feel odd in the hand. And then see how back here as well. But holding it in the hand, right or left, it feels great. It's actually one of the most comfortable knives I've ever held. Zoom, focus, guy. Come on. There we go. So you can see here also, it's almost an optical illusion. It looks like the blade steel itself, the tang, is curving, but it's not. I was really concerned, like I said. But holding it, I have medium to large hands. It fits nicely. That jimping, it would have been nice if the file work were to go on across the spine, but it's just enough to where I can feel it. So it's very nice. There's his maker's mark right there. There you are. Overall, I'm really impressed with this old world type knife, is what I like to call it. The forged knives, I call them old world. The forging on here, the heat treats and all that. The pins are brass. The lanyard hole is brass. So, without a whole lot of testing being done on this knife in the field, I really don't want to go any further on real world experiences. But I can tell just a little bit that I've done with it. This is going to be a nice knife. It does have some weight to it, but it's a heavy use knife. This would be great to take on the scouting trips with my son when we go camping. This is going to be an excellent user. You have to excuse me if I'm talking a little funny. I have a severe earache and just left the doctor, and he was kind of blown away with how infected my ear was, and actually a little scared. So I'm a little doped up on drugs. I'm bored. I'm getting tired of sitting aside, so I thought I'd come out here and do some knife reviews. So I would really honestly give Matt a call, tell him what you're looking for, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with how genuine his work is. Thank you, guys.